Good morning, folks. This is your boy the Killer, aka the Black Ankh, here to speak to you about the chakra system. Well, what is a chakra? Well, chakra is basically energy points that are in your body that governs how your body releases and flow of energy in your body, basically. So basically, they control the flow of energy in your body. So if you're feeling kind of weird, basically the flow of energy isn't working right. So right now what I'm going to speak to you is basically giving in-depth of each of the chakra systems and what they're used for, and basically just to understand more about it. So yeah, chakras. What are the chakras? Chakras basically are energy vortices or vortexes of energy, that basically energy that is spiraling around your body. And it's mostly, the main chakras are from the base of your spine up until your crown chakra. Basically, energy is drawn in because of the vortices, because of the vortex. Energy is basically drawn in and it's pushed out to the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, from below, it's sucked in, the energy is sucked in, and then it's taken in, then it's transferred to the next chakra, where the next chakra takes in that energy, moves it around, then keeps moving it back up to your whole body, basically, because we are energetic beings, like we are energy. So basically we have to have this high constant supply of energy, and which system controls that? That's a chakra system. Exactly. So there are like 7 major chakras. We'll get to that later, but to add on to like the chakra system, basically ancient healers used to associate various parts of the body with emotions and physical states and spiritual being. That's how the chakra system started. Basically, they associated different ways of feeling, different ways of being with themselves, with the chakra system. So basically, if they felt sad, if they felt happy, they associated it with a part of the body. And that's how they started figuring out the chakra system. Natural crystals can be used for healing too. So basically, if you want to heal your chakra system, if you want to heal one of the chakras that basically maybe you're not fully into it yet, basically not fully working with it yet, you can use natural crystals, natural healing crystals that help you to, heal that part of the chakra, heal that specific chakra. Yeah. And yeah, so basically let's get started. Yeah. Well, number 1, what's the first chakra? The first chakra basically is the root chakra, the one that's right there at the base of your spine. Wait, right here. I can't show you where, but it's right here. And basically this chakra, it basically speaks more about, it's based upon or more about survival, basic instincts, sex drive, and physical life. So basically, like when you're just born, you just got born, right? What do? You scream for life. You're demanding things. You're like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the root chakra is. It's like you trying to ground yourself. You trying to show yourself that you're here. Like, I'm me. I'm here. That's me. That's my energy. I'm like, you're declaring yourself. So that's the main chakra. That's the basic chakra. That's basically what everyone is on right now. That's the first chakra. Everybody's on that shit. Everybody's on survival shit. Everybody's on survival tactics. Like, everybody want to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to die. Like, people want to hold on for dear life. So that's our main like chakra that we use. Most of the world use that. Like, that's there. The next one is the navel chakra, which is right at the navel. It's below the navel area of the sacrum. It's a large bone of the pelvis, between the pelvic area, between the hip bone. Yeah. And this chakra basically, it's more about your emotions. It's more about your sexuality. It's more about your intimacy. It's more about sexuality and creativity. So yeah, like basically once you move on from the root chakra, from the basic chakra that you do, well, now you're moving on to the next chakra, which is you now trying to feel the world, trying to, how can I say, trying to communicate with the world, you know, trying to show love, trying to, you know, trying to show emotions, trying to show sexuality, because that's your basic instincts. You just want to fucking procreate. Creativity, how do you move about, how do you walk, how do you touch things, how do you grab things, how do you basically live with this life, how do you interact with this life. So basically this chakra deals with how do you interact with this life. And the third chakra, moreover, is the solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra basically at the stomach area. And this chakra represents the amount of interconnectivity of the nerves in the stomach. So all those nerves, all those connections, that's the solar plexus chakra. And this chakra basically represents about power and personal power, where you basically like, because the stomach is, that's the place that gives you energy, you know, that's where basically your life is. You fucking have to eat all the time, right? So that's solar plexus chakra. It basically deals with your personal power and your power. So where do you get your power from? It's from the stomach. So when you feel like you're not strong enough, when you feel like you're freaking weak, yeah, you need to fucking eat. You need to fucking check your solar plexus chakra. And basically these are the fucking main, the bottom three. These are the main like the main chakra that the whole world is already working upon. Like the whole world is already attached to this chakra. Like basically we are so okay with these three chakras that we don't even fucking want to go up. Like we don't want to know more, you know. We're okay with living, stating ourselves. We're okay with eating. We're okay with our emotions and just basically trying to, how can I say, trying to fulfill our emotions. Like, you know, I want to eat, I want to do this, I want to do this. You know, basically we're just happy with living like that. But you see, that's the thing with the chakra system. It shows you that there's more to it than that. Basically, if your life is not going right, so there's more to it. There's more chakras that you have to fucking like observe. There's more chakras that you have to see. There's more chakras that you have to experience before you basically say that that's it, you know. So the next chakra is one of my favorite. It's the heart chakra, because it represents love, it represents compassion, unconditional love, and happiness. And come on, who doesn't want that in their life? That's the best, that's the main purpose of life. Everybody just wants to live so that they can be calm, they can be easy, they can have no problems. But how do you get about that? That's from the heart chakra. And thinking of that, oh, that's soft, that's weak, that's shit. But honestly, that you fucking have a heart for a reason, right? I mean, you feel things, you do things. And honestly, that's what I actually believe in. I believe in unconditional love. I believe in basically like basically just being you, loving things, loving people, loving everything around you, regardless of the situation. It is fucking hard, you know, because right now in this fucking world where there's a lot of evil and there's a lot of like shit going on, like it's hard to be that nigga. But if you keep trying, if you keep working on it, it'll definitely take you to places. Because honestly, I'm telling you, man, that the fucking final reach is to fucking practice unconditional love. Like basically, if you can love unconditionally with no conditions, with no things needed back, with nothing at all, regardless of what happens to you, good or bad, man, you fucking won. I swear. So see, now we're coming to the more complicated part, and you can see the more up we go, the less people have it. So if you see around, like there's no unconditional love, there's no more compassion. Like it's very hard to find people with those characteristics. So you can see that, yeah, the heart chakra is also fucking very important. Okay, moving on. Next is the throat chakra. Throat chakra basically is like the region of the throat and the ears. Basically, it speaks more about communicating with people. How do you talk to people? Are you always lying, or are you speaking good things into existence? It all depends on how you use your tongue, how you use your voice. So are you using your voice towards good, or are you using your voice towards bad, or what are you using your voice towards? What are you basically saying? What are you speaking into existence? Because what you speak and what you talk about, that's you. That's definitely you. That's you as in a fucking nutshell. So who are you? Yeah. So you have to be very, very careful with what you speak. I'm telling you, whatever you speak, that's you. Whatever, good or bad, that's you. That represents you. So you have to watch out very carefully what you speak into existence. Well, now going to the very much complicated part, it's the third eye chakra, and that's hands down my favorite chakra. Like, I don't know, man, it shows you a lot, man. It's like basically the third eye chakra is here. No, I don't even need to look at it. Yo, I know about the third eye for days, dog. Yeah, I have no idea. The third eye is right here, right? Third eye is right here, and that chakra represents the pineal gland. And basically, this chakra, it basically represents like psychic sides, like being able to see things, like beyond this physical reality, being able to connect the dots, being able to, see the synchronicities of life, seeing more, being psychic, being able to understand people, being able to listen to people, being able to read people's mind, being able to, connect, basically have that third eye open where you can see more than what is really there. It's very hard, but for me, honestly, it's been years, it's been a while since my third eye opened, because I was actually interested in this topic. Like, how can I say, like, I was always like thinking a lot and just thinking about life and thinking about moving on and all that bullshit. But like, once, like, there was just one day, I think I told you in the other video, I got high as fuck, man, and I just got a vision, and like the vision was so vivid. I was like, yo, it can't be. I never had a vision like that, so it was so vivid. I was like, it can't be just a dream. It can't be something. It was something like, it was something my higher self was trying to show me, and it's telling you, like, basically my higher self basically just opened my third eye because I wanted it open so bad, and it opened me and showed me the truth, and from there I had to like figure it out again. Had to look more further, look more deeper, look for more knowledge. So it was crazy, man. But this one, I'm telling you, once you open your third eye, once you try to look for deeper meaning, once you try to connect more with this reality, try to connect more with your higher self, man, you're gonna see a lot of fucking changes. A lot of, like, the stuff you'll see, man, nobody else will even see. Like, and nobody will even give a fuck about it, because, like, you know how people are. Like, people don't really give a shit. Like, they just give a shit about what can affect them now, what can make them better, what can help them now, basically. So if it's nothing that can help you now, man, what the fuck are you talking about a third eye for? What the fuck, basically. So if it's not something that's below the below chakras, the three below the heart, the chakras below the heart, if it's nothing about that, nobody gives a fuck about the heart. Nobody gives a fuck about speaking good things in existence. Nobody gives a fuck about looking about the real shit. Not like, that's the thing, like, nobody really cares, because we are so stuck in this reality, just being fucked up by all these experiences, that we forget about the other chakras that are above you, above the three bottom chakras. So that's the thing. If you want to look more deeper, just basically research more and try to connect with yourself more. Try to understand. So don't try to, how can I say, like leave shit to be like, just, oh, I don't need to know it, I don't need to understand it. You have to try, man, because without understanding stuff, you're never gonna like figure out shit. Yeah. So now finally to the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is basically associated with the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Yeah. And it's basically associated with spirituality, intelligence, and deep thought. Yeah. So yeah, again, this one, the crown chakra, is basically your head, basically the last, basically like you trying to take control of your life. Once you have all these chakras flowing nicely and you have the crown chakra activated at full power, man, you have no idea what you'll be able to do. No one can even tell you shit. You'll be able to create your own reality. Like, you know everything already. Like everything is flowing so nicely in you, so nicely within you, that nothing can even fucking stop you, man. That's what I'm telling you. The three bottom chakras, that's fine. But once you go up and you see more psychic powers, because the top four, the chakras above the heart, they deal with basically like your spirituality, your ascension process. So if you're at the bottom three, nigga, you're just stuck, like, just, with this physical reality, with this 3D world, just fucking going about doing the same thing over and over again. But once you try to look more for the other top 4 chakras above the heart, then you get to see that, yeah, there's more to this, there's more, and you keep seeing, like, getting more lessons, and you're getting more like vibes, you're getting more answers, so that actually quickens up your ascension process, because that's basically it. You're basically trying to reach to the top chakra, trying to get the full experience of this life. So every time you unlock one chakra, every time you make one chakra flow nicely, then everything gets brighter, everything gets better, everything gets sweeter. Yeah. But also talking about it, like, that's the main 7 chakras. The main 7 chakras is from the bottom of the spine to the skull here. But there are actually other chakras that are below the feet and also above the head. Basically, just let me tell you a little bit about it. One is the grounding chakra, which is the earth star chakra, which is below the feet, and it's your ability to be able to ground excess energy to the ground. So if you have excess energy, it's basically able to ground your energy into the ground, basically become part of the earth, part of the world, combine your energy with the world towards yourself and bring it back up, all the way up. And above your head is the soul star chakra, which is the ability to link the conscious mind with the higher self, which is the most important bit of your ascension process. Because if you cannot link your conscious mind, your mind that's working all the time, with your higher self, the one that knows everything that's going on, then you wouldn't, like, it's gonna be very hard for you to communicate, very hard for you to learn your lessons, very hard for you to understand, like, being able to move on. Basically, you'll be stuck in the same wave again and again if you're not connecting with your higher self. Your higher self will be trying to give you lessons for you to teach, but you don't even know what lessons you need to fucking learn, so you keep fucking up, and your higher self be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, and you just end up astray and lost, like most of these fucking sheep around. So basically, as I told you, from the heart above, it's associated with your spiritual journey, with your spiritual ascension. So basically, you need to work more on your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your fucking third eye, your fucking crown chakra, so that you can be able to speeding up your ascension process, to be able to learn more, get more experience, get more shit going on in your life. And for the development of psychic gifts, as I told you, that's the third eye. So if you want to be psychic, or if you want to know more, like see more of this world that's not your usual shit, work on the third eye. So energy flows into the body, and this energy affects you spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally. So any imbalance in the system shows that there's something wrong with the chakra, that the chakra is not flowing nicely. So you have to be able to get that, receive that information, understand it, and know which chakra you need to work on. Or you're just gonna keep on ending fucking up, and you're wondering why you're fucking up or what's wrong. But it's actually a chakra, it's actually within you, it's actually the energy within you that you don't know how to control, that you don't know how to flow with nicely. So you have to be able to fucking flow with it, bruh. I'm telling you, man, like, figure it out and flow with it. And once you get the chakras and what they are, and your organs and everything, once you just connect the dots, you can see, yeah, everything is linked. So why you're like this, why you're in this state, yeah, it's because of this. Moving on. Yeah, basically. And chakra balancing is needed to improve your health. Basically, to bring back the chakras in balance, that will improve your health. Like, that will help you fucking get better. So that's why there's so many spiritual healers actually, that have healing crystals, and these crystals help you with fixing your chakra system. So maybe if your solar plexus is weak, or maybe if your root chakra is weak, there are specific stones, there are specific gems that you use that help heal those chakras. And why is that? Because each chakra system has like a certain vibration, a certain sound, a certain color to it, where you just basically, it's associated with a particular color, with a particular vibration. So if you put that vibration in, or if you put maybe a rock with a certain color, blue, purple, it'll work on your third eye chakra. It'll work on your throat chakra, but depending on the color, because that is the color that intensifies that chakra. Like that chakra has a specific color, so when you bring that stone or that gem that has that energy in it, and your chakra is low in energy, so basically that energy can be transferred because they're both, you know, linked. They both have the same energy, basically. Yeah. Yeah, they both have the same energy. So basically the healing stones help heal a broken chakra or a very weak chakra, where it helps revitalize the energies. Yeah, so that's it. This was a long video. I don't know how it took so long, but I was explaining a lot about the chakra system. And yeah, basically just one by one, just every single small step, showing you the small steps, the small process about the chakras, little by little, and how they affect you and how they, you know, bring about your reality. So yeah, some people might not believe it, but I'm telling you, man, like certain vibrations, certain colors, that's why you like certain colors, because maybe you have a certain chakra system that you like, that you use a lot, you know. Maybe if you use your heart a lot, you like pink, or maybe if you use like your voice a lot, you like blue, or maybe if you like using the third eye a lot, you like purple, like, you know, stuff like that. Like you can see subconsciously that, you know, your subconscious is particularly like liking some certain part of chakra, using some certain parts of chakra, and not using some other certain parts of chakra. So you have to see where you're lacking and try to improve there. But as I told you, that the first three chakras, that's the basic chakras that almost everybody has until like they're 11 years old to 15 to 20. Basically from 11 to 20, your three basic chakras are fully nicely activated, because that's how we're living. We're living based on these three chakras. But the top four, those are the ones that are really fucked up, because the world is not trying to make you like more compassionate. The world is not trying to make you have unconditional love. You know, the world is not trying to make you see more, know more. The world is not trying to make you like speak good things into existence. Just trying to make you fucked up like everyone else. Trying to make you lost like all the other people around you. And you look around and you think like, yeah, you really think that everybody got it right. Nobody got shit right, nigga. Nobody got nothing. Everybody's just doing shit from their ass, from what they know. So basically, if you know your body, if you know yourself more, and especially link yourself to your higher self, link your consciousness to your higher self, and know what you need to do, know what you need to know your own path, then definitely the chakra systems will help you with your ascension process. And you'll be much smarter, much wiser, and much more happy and better using all of the chakras, or more of the top four chakras, you know, trying to open more up instead of just staying with the basic three that you have. Yeah, so that's it. It's your boy, the Killer Black Unk, your homie. Yeah, holla at G, man. This is about the chakra system. I hope like you understood something from it. And if you guys really want like some more, maybe if you want me to speak about some more, or maybe if I missed something, you can just, you know, comment on the box and just holler at me. Just tell me what's up, man. Like, I'm really liking you guys, like liking my stuff and giving me good feedback. So yeah, I'm really loving this journey, this process. And I hope you guys are also having a good journey and a good process and learning some much more shit for yourself too, because you know, life is all about learning. So I hope everyone like makes it, everyone like basically grows into the person they want to be, because that's my journey too. So yeah, see you guys, have a blessed day. It's your boy, the Black Unk, the Killer. See ya.